Welcome to the story of the Olympic Games, a tradition that dates back over 2 millennia. Our journey begins in ancient Greece, around 776 BC, in Olympia. Here, the first Olympic Games were held, dedicated to Zeus, the king of the Greek gods. The ancient Olympics were more than athletic contests. They were a religious festival, cultural gathering, and unifying event for the warring city-states of Greece. Athletes competed in events like running, wrestling, and chariot racing, striving for glory and the coveted olive wreath. The Games were held every 4 years, a period known as an Olympiad. Only free Greek men could compete, with women banned from participating and attending. The Games continued for nearly 12 centuries until they were banned in 393 AD by Roman Emperor Theodosius I, who saw them as a pagan practice. In the late 19th century, the world was changing, and so too were ideas about physical education and international cooperation. Inspired by the ancient tradition, French educator Pierre de Coubertin revived the Olympic Games to promote peace and understanding among nations. In 1896, the first modern Olympics were held in Athens, featuring 14 nations and 241 athletes. The revival sparked a global movement that grew with each Olympiad. The early 20th century saw the Olympics expand. The 1900 Paris Games featured nearly 1,000 athletes, including women for the first time. The 1924 Paris Games, known as the Chariots of Fire Olympics, marked the start of the modern spectacle. The introduction of the Winter Olympics in 1924 in Chamonix, France, broadened the Games' appeal. The Olympics faced challenges during the 20th century, including the cancellation of the 1940 and 1944 Games due to World War II. The Games resumed in 1948 in London, symbolizing a world recovering from war. The Cold War era saw the Olympics become a stage for political rivalry, notably during the 1980 Moscow Games and the 1984 Los Angeles Games, both boycotted by rival blocs. Despite these challenges, the Olympics grew, with new sports and more countries participating. The 1960 Rome Games were the first to be fully televised, bringing the Olympics into homes worldwide and inspiring future generations of athletes. The 1980s and 1990s saw greater inclusivity and gender equality, with more women's events and efforts by the International Olympic Committee, IOC, to ensure global participation. The 1992 Barcelona Games epitomized this inclusive spirit, with a record number of participating nations and memorable performances. Today, the Olympics are a global celebration of human achievement and diversity. Athletes from over 200 nations come together to compete, bringing unique stories and dreams. The Games have become a platform for social change, highlighting gender equality, environmental sustainability, and the power of sports to unite us. The Paralympic Games, introduced in 1960, further showcase the talents of athletes with disabilities. As we look forward to future Games, we carry the legacy of the ancient Greeks and the vision of Pierre de Coubertin. The Olympics remind us that despite our differences, we are part of one global community. Let's continue to celebrate the Olympic spirit and the drive for excellence, peace, and unity. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of the Olympic Games. Until next time, keep the Olympic spirit alive.